right.
It's all yours.
Well, how's everybody doing today? We started today in April, and now we're back in August, and that's all right. We're here to surprise you. Maybe not, but we are excited to talk about FIFA 2026, World Cup 2026, right here in Kansas City. And before we get started, I wanted to make sure that we recognize the outstanding champions that we have here in Kansas City. There are these great championship teams who, against all odds, late in the game, are able to hold on and win this great championship. And of course, I'm talking about the East High School Bears. Let's give them a round of applause. In many ways, each high school recognizes what we look to recognize each day in Kansas City, and certainly with this World Cup, which is people brought together from around the world, different cultures and beyond. Don't run away too quick to me, brother, because we have a very special acknowledgement and celebration for them. Meet my friend Phil, Psych Style. East High School, as a token of our appreciation to this team, we wanted to acknowledge and gift you this ball that was designed by Brother Psych. FIFA 2026 KC World Cup. We want to hand it off to you, and congratulations for all you've done. He's about to play with it right now. Thank you. Let's give it up for the artist as well. So let me start with some very quick and exciting acknowledgments. First of all, I want to make sure we recognize all of the great figures here from the City Council of Kansas City. I get in trouble if I start listing, although I think I see everybody. But we have Lindsey French, Darrell Curls, Mayor Pro Tem Raina Park Shaw, Councilman Kevin O'Neill, Councilman Crispin Rea. Let's give them a round of applause for being with us today. A man with one of the greatest titles in all of government, the chairman of the Board of Commissioners of Johnson County, Mike Kelly. Thank you for being with us today. And one of my favorite state senators of all time, Dinah Sykes from the state of Kansas. Thank you for being with us as well. We are proud to be represented by folks from both sides of the state line. I have Parks Board of Kansas City folks here, so many others, who are a key part of making sure that not only is this a great collaborative effort of cultures, teams, and countries, but also across state lines right here in Kansas City. When you get here for the 2026 World Cup, you will see 2 states, multiple jurisdictions, lots of businesses, and so many more who are committed to building an outstanding opportunity to showcase what this region does best. Bringing people together, making sure that we're a wonderful showcase to the world, and having some of the best venues in the world. We also prove each day that Kansas City is an outstanding international gathering place. And in 2 years, the World Cup will put us on a global stage. Arrowhead Stadium, GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium, will host World Cup matches very soon, and I'm thrilled today to announce that the location of our Fan Fest here in Kansas City will be at the National World War I Museum and Memorial. Let's give them a round of applause. I could talk about the National World War I Museum and Memorial for as long as we can possibly go, but a few important acknowledgments. When I was a kid growing up in Kansas City, this area didn't necessarily have the love that it needed. Thanks to a park board that was dedicated at the time, 2 different mayors, Emmanuel Cleaver and Kay Barnes, and so many others, said we need to make sure that this gets the respect that it needs from when it was first constructed in the 1920s. It stands as a symbol of international peace and cooperation. It stands for how we all need to come together. And we're proud during the summer months of 2026, we'll have an opportunity to stand together, to celebrate, to bring countries and cultures together, and more than anything, to show them that Kansas City isn't just the heart of America, but it's the heart of the world. And I thank you all for being part of it. Not only is the memorial something that we get a chance to recognize, celebrate, and honor, but we also see that the lawn space level is a great place to gather. You'll see multiple stages, gathering spaces, and screens. And of course, here in Kansas City, we have a proven track record of outstanding events in this very space. We've seen championship celebrations, the NFL draft, Memorial Days at the station, and lots of events for families from all around our community and all around the country. Thank you, Dr. Naylor, the board of the National World War I Museum and Memorial, the Parks Board, and everyone who will have a role in making sure we pull off an outstanding event. And by the way, this isn't it. This isn't the only great engagement in our region to come during World Cup 2026. We'll have more details, more excitement, more joy, and more fun. And more than anything, we hope that at the end of several weeks in Kansas City, people stay, people invest, people are spending lots of money, and more than anything, they have great things to share about Kansas City wherever else they may go. Somebody who's an important part of that effort each day is Dr. Matthew Naylor. He's someone who comes to us initially from Australia, but he has fallen in love with Kansas City. We haven't given him a key to the city yet, but more than anything, he is somebody who sells Kansas City each and every day. Thank you to the World War I Museum and Memorial for being part of our great celebration. Thank you to all your neighbors, Union Station, Crown Center, so many others. And let's have a fantastic FanFest 2026. With that, I turn it over to Dr. Matthew Naylor of the World War I Museum and Memorial. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mayor Lucas. You know, we're thrilled here at the National World War I Museum and Memorial, this beacon to democracy, to be the host of FanFest. I can think of no better place. Two really exciting things in 2026. First up, we're hosting the FanFest. What a great place to be. And secondly, it's our 100th anniversary since the dedication of the memorial in 1926 by President Coolidge. So what a great moment. He stood here with 150,000 people down this mall, talking to people about this memorial being a symbol of peace. And I'm proud that a century later that we would gather here, this international community, in the spirit of unity through this international athletic competition. But there's something else. It was reported that across parts of the Western Front, in December of 1914, the opposing sides put down their weapons and for but a brief period shared gifts and sang carols. Known as the Christmas Truce of 1914, the soldiers even played soccer in some parts. It was in the midst of such destruction that their humanity and kindness was revealed through these simple acts. What better place to gather international soccer fans than on the grounds of the nation's World War I Museum and Memorial? So we stand here ready to work with you all, ready to work with the World Cup Committee, with the city, with other partners over these next 2 years to make this a safe and seamless and successful event. Thank you for the honour of being the host here at the Museum and Memorial. I'm now pleased to introduce to you the Organising Committee CEO, Pam Kramer, to share with us more about the details of FanFest.
Thank you, Dr. Naylor, Mayor Lucas. I also want to acknowledge our board of directors, many of whom are here, as well as the Museum and Memorial Board. We are grateful for the partnership of both the city and the Museum and Memorial, and really all of our stakeholders throughout the site selection process. It's a great reflection of the collaboration that defines our region, right? When we come together, we are unbeatable, and we had great partners in determining the location. FanFest is really an opportunity to show not only the hundreds of thousands of fans who will be in our region during the World Cup, but millions, hundreds of millions of fans around the world who we are, who our people are, and what we represent. And you know, when you think about our trajectory as a region, we're on this incredible rise, and we've been building to this moment. So FanFest is all about sharing that with the world. We want them to know us and love us as the soccer capital of America. Many of them may already know that we're the home of Sporting Kansas City and the Kansas City Current. And perhaps they know that we are the home of the first stadium purpose-built for an NWSL team. They may not know that Lamar Hunt, who is so deeply connected to the region, helped found Major League Soccer in the United States. They may not know that most of the stadiums where matches will be played for the 26 World Cup were designed here in Kansas City. Those stories and more are the ones we want to tell through FanFest. We want to capture the hearts of fans across the globe by surprising and delighting them with what we already know, that this is an extraordinary place to live, to raise a family, to work, to visit, and to do business. It'll start here, where people will gather to watch matches of their own teams, of other teams, to experience the warmth of our people, our food, our culture, our music, our entertainment. And then it will extend, as Mayor Lucas said, beyond this site to many across not only the metro, but the region, so that visitors here have a chance to explore Kansas and Missouri and really understand what life here is like. So with any event of this magnitude, planning requires flexibility. So we'll continue to evolve plans between now and 26, and we appreciate the continued partnership and cooperation of the city, of the museum, of really all of our partners and neighbors. I will end by saying that, hospitality is key to our DNA, so please don't leave without a cookie, a KC2026 cookie, and just know that we're grateful for the support. I can't go anywhere without getting asked, what can I do to help? How can I participate? So more information is coming. We're excited to put this stake in the ground and share the good news about where FanFest will be. As Elliot said, after we take a quick break, we'll be available for interviews to your right, my left, and we just appreciate you being here. More to come, and we're looking forward to 2026. Thank you.
Well said. Well said.